Unregulated chrome mining at an industrial scale has become the mainstay in this dusty village.
Costs that goes into establishing these illegal mining sites are very high. For example, a site establishment of a 50-tonner, you are looking at 50,000 plus. So if you take your weekly operations to extract 1,000 ton of chromium, you are looking at spending around 750,000 rands. So these are very highly sophisticated operations, and they are run by a big syndicate.
From just a few mining operations in the past, the area is now littered with numerous excavation sites after authorities issued mining permits for small-scale and artisanal mining.
Some residents wanted permits and they went to the DMRE and found out that there were already many permits issued for this area. And the owners of these permits are mostly from Mpumalanga, Gauteng and Limpopo.
Residents say this proliferation of mining activities also gave root to criminality and illegal mining.
The illegal minings that are happening here are affecting the development and the social labor plans of these mines, because the mines around here are tending to capitalize on not developing the community, the youth at large, each and everybody, because of the illegal mining that is happening here.
These illegal mines have led to an influx of illegal immigrants who have come and caused a lot of killings and conflicts, and we are not safe at all.
A mining investment specialist and developer of this online mining map, Amaranth CX, which maps mines and mineral deposits across the country, says government's failure to better regulate mining permits contributed to this situation.
Those were issued by the Klerksdorp office of the DMRE after some earlier prospecting rights had expired. And then what quickly happened was, like any gold rush, I suppose, with claims, there became a degree of competition and people weren't clear where one permit ended and another began, and then contractors went rogue and stopped paying the original community members, and it very quickly degenerated into a much more informal approach to mining. And as a consequence, it's very difficult to say that a crime is being committed, because if you arrive there to arrest someone, they can actually pull out a permit or a prospecting right and say, no, I'm legitimately mining here. And then it's difficult for the local policeman to actually say, well, you're mining off the original permit, for example. You'd have to get a mine surveyor out to prove that. And I think what it is much more than a criminal enterprise. It's an utter failure of regulation by the state, to the extent that the state no longer has sovereignty over the area to the immediate west of the Pilanesberg.
The lack of regulation or restrictions around the transportation, sale and processing of chrome has also made it nearly impossible to police mining operations in the area.
In South Africa, it's illegal for you to be in possession of an uncut diamond or unwrought gold or platinum. There's no equivalent with a commodity like chrome. You can buy a bucket-load of chrome ore and sell it to me. There's nothing illegal about that, and especially if you come along and say, but I actually do have a mining permit. Here's the copy. It was issued by the department. And as a consequence, at my last count, there were 19 different commercial chrome processing plants that have been set up across the eastern and western limb of the Bushveld. And these chrome wash plant operators are the market for the raw chrome. They buy the raw chrome from all these operators. They then test it, they process it, they upgrade it, and then they send it off to City Deep or directly to the ports. And at City Deep, it gets put in containers and exported to China. I think what I'm trying to stress is, as much as there's lots of criminality, the original source of this entire situation was the regulator issuing permits and then losing control.
The Department of Mineral Resources says it has issued several mining permits around the area, with more than 25 mining permits issued in respect to the Volgestrensnek farm. The department says it undertakes oversight on a regular basis in all licensed areas, as well as joint operations with the police on sites that are subject to illegal mining. Sintle Inglihihi, SABC News, Tlhatlhaganyane.